series. So we changed that into its summation notation. So for the proof, okay, for the proof, again, opening statement, Jude, is we let P of n for any natural number n, and then iyahada yung summation. So again class, unsaon paghimo aning summation ani? So maghimo tag summation notation, ang unsay kinalasan ang n ilisag I. So mahimong 3i minus 2. Kay di ba kabantay mo ani, ang kaning atong kinalasan n man, himo ra niya tong I. Nya kani siya muna atong gihimong upper limit kung unsa ang atong variable nga gigamit. So kung moari ta, we have sum of 3i minus 2 where I is from 1 kutob na ni n. So unsay variable aning kinalasan nato nga term sa kani nga series? Mao na ang variable gamiton nato sa upper limit. And equal to, ato ra ning kopyahon, n times 3n minus 1 over 2. That is our opening statement. Now let's start with our step 1. Now for n equals 1, we have the summation of 3i minus 2 gikan ni 1 kutob puta ni 1. Alright? Kaya again, atong n kay equal raman ni 1. So, muna itong n nasa babaw. So, ato ra ni siyang ilisan og 1. Now, if ato i-substitute si 1 sa I, mahimo ni siyang 3 times 1 minus 2. And 3 times 1 is 3. And 3 minus 2 is just equal to 1. Right. And, so, di ba, ato na nag-isolve ang left side. Ato pong isolve ang right side. N times 3n minus 1 over 2 is equal to, ato na i-substitute, ang ato ang n, which is 1. So, mimong 1 times 3 times 1 minus 1 over 2. Now, 3 times 1 is just equal to 3. 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. And 2 times 1 is equal to 2. So, copy 2 divided by 2. Now, 2 divided by 2 is just equal to 1. Now, you can see the left side and the right side are equal to each other. Pareha sila nga 1. So, we see that P1 is true. Now, class, did you kinahanglan ha nga mo gamit yung tag clearly P1 is true. We see that P1 is true. You can just say P1 is true. Nagamit lang tag mga terminologies, class. But it depends on you and how you want to build up that sentence. But to be safe, no, I really suggest you just follow this. Kaya magka-puliki niya itong English. Right, no? So, technically, class, sa step 1, ipakita ra jud nato nga mo-work siya if P or if our N is equal to 1 or if P kay 1 or we have P1 rather. And we can only say that it is true if the left side and the right side are equal to each other. Okay, now let's proceed to the second step. Now, in the second step, we suppose that PK is true for some integer k that is the summation of 3i minus 2 from 1 kutob ni k equals k times 3k minus 1 over 2. Now, class, what we just did here, no, is we simply substituted k or substituted n rather with k. Dilisan na nato ang n o k. Mura na siya, class. Now, let's proceed with step 3. Now, sa step 3, ako na lang ipadayon, sige, padayon na lang ako dito sa right side. Okay, let's have step 3. For step 3, we want to show that the statement holds for n equals k plus 1. And that is, tanan dayong n class, atong substitutan og k plus 1. So we have the summation of 3I minus 2 from 1 to k plus 1. So, diba, initially, kutob na ta ni k, karon kutob na ta ni k plus 1. Equals. Ato din substitutan tanan natong n o k plus 1. So, this becomes k plus 1 times 3, oops, 3 times k plus 1 minus 1 all over 2. So, muna ato ang gi-aim og solve. So, let's start. Now, we have the summation of 3i minus 2 from 1 to k plus 1. So, that is just equal no kung ato ni siyang gisolve class kaning right side atong solvon meron siyang 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus so on and so forth plus supposedly mo end man tano og 3n minus 2. So gihimo naman itong k, mahimo na siyang 3k minus 2. And then mo-work ba siya sa if atong k kay k plus 1. So like mo-work ba siya sa sunod ni k. Sunod ni k is kuan man 3 times k plus 1 minus 2. Diba? So, if ato ning kopyahon, 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus so on and so forth plus 3k minus 2 plus kaning 3k plus 1 minus 2 is just equal to 3k. Pila man ni siya, class? 3k plus 1 minus 2. Ato lang ato pa ba ning padayonon? Di na lang nato padayonon be. Padayon lang ta sa previous para di mo maglibog. Okay, I'll continue lang sa for now. Okay, kani 3k minus 2. We know that 1 plus 4 plus 7 plus so on and so forth plus 3k minus 2 is just equal to 3i minus 2 from 1 kutob ni k. Kay mo ni siya, kutob raman dyan ni siya ni k. Nag-copy din na to ang plus, ato lang nga naon. K plus 1 minus 2. And this one, we know from step 2 nga this is just equal to this. So we substitute this in here. So this becomes k times 3k minus 1 over 2 plus this one. 3 times k plus 1 minus 2. Alright. So, again ha, kani kutob diri, we know nga kani ra na siya. But kani, kabauta nga equal na siya ani from step 2. So, we substitute that in here. And then copy this. Okay, now let's proceed with the um, one solution. Okay, masigo ang papel. Okay. Now, asa man ta ni hunong? Ni hunong ta sa pag-substitute, no? So, we have that k times 3k minus 1 over 2 plus kanida yun 3 times k plus 1 minus 2. Now, let's simplify this one, class. K times 3k is 3k squared. K times negative 1 is negative k over 2. Now, in order to have the same denominator, class, we have to multiply this with 2 over 2. So, this becomes 2 times 3 times k plus 1 minus 2 over 2. Di ba 2 divided by 2 is just equal to this. So, ato ra na siyang times og 2 over 2 kay para maparehas ang denominator. Alright. Now, karon pareha na silang denominator. Pwede na nato sila ipunon. All over 2. Now, we have 3k squared minus k. Ato sa ni siyang isolve. 3 times k is 3k. 3 times 1 is 3. And then copy minus 2. All over 2. Okay, padayon lang ta. Now, we know that 3 minus 2 is just equal to 1. So, we have 3k 3k plus na plus 1 all over 2. Okay, and then copy 3k squared minus k. Now, we distribute 2 to 3k and 1, so this becomes 6k plus 2 over 2. Now, if we simplify this further, atong i-add si negative k og 6k. So, we get 3k squared plus 5k plus 2 over 2. Now, if we factor this out, we can get k plus 1 times 3k plus 2 over 2. Now, let's go back to what we're supposed to show. We're supposed to show this one. K times 3k minus 1. Now, are we actually, oh no, not this one, k plus 1 times 3k plus 1 minus 1. So this is what we're trying to show in our step 3. Now, we have the over 2 already. Kani over 2. We also have the k plus 1 here. K plus 1. Asa ra mag-differ is this one. 3 times k plus 1 minus 1. So, ato ra nang ibuwag. K plus 1 times 3 k plus 1 minus 1 over 2. Ibuwag ra na nato. Kaya kung ato na ibalik, may mo siyang 3k times 3 minus 1. And 3 minus 1 is just plus 2. So, we still get this. Now that we're able to show this, which is the one that we're supposed to really show as indicated in the first part of our step 3. Therefore, we can just conclude. Therefore, the summation or the sum of 3I minus 2 from 1 to n is just equal to n times 3n minus 1 over 2 for any natural number n. End of proof. Okay, that is the proof for this formula. So, muna atong first part, um, introductory statement, as we let Pn for any natural number n, and then, ang kaning left side sa ato ang formula, gimo na to siyang, not formula, equation. Left side of our equation is a series, so we change it to its summation notation or its sigma notation, and then equal to the right side. And then step 1 is we substituted both left and right side with 1 because we're trying to show that for n equals 1, equal ang left side ug right side. Now, since we're able to show it's equal to each other, then we can say that P1 is true. Now, step 2, we suppose that PK is true for some integer k. So, atong i-suppose class nga, tinuod po siya if atong n kay equal ra pod ni k. Equal ra pod siya any other natural number k or integer k. So, in order to show that, ang n, ilisan na po na to k. Itong formula here, gilisan na to siya k. Step 3 is ato siya ipakita nga true pod siya sa sunod na value ni k. And the next value after k is k plus 1. So, tanang n, gilisan na nato og k plus 1. And then, we solve. We go back to the original given. Muna siya. But then, instead of ending it with 3n minus 2, we have already assumed no nga si n kay equal ni k sa step 2. So, we ended at 3k minus 2. And then, ada na to sa sunod ni k, which is k plus 1. So, plus 3 times k plus 1 minus 2. And then, we know this one is just equal to this summation. Then, we copy 3 times k plus 1 minus 2. And we also know from step 2 that this one is just equal to this one. So, we substitute this value in here. And then, copy still, plus 3 times k plus 1 minus 2. After that, we manipulated, operated on these two terms until we get this answer. We're able to know where to stop if we can see that what we're aiming to solve in the beginning of step 3 is already achieved. So, kabaw man ta, ang kani, nakuha na, dire, we can then safely conclude nga ang kani siya kay tinuod jud for any natural number n. And then, we end the formula with this or QED. Now, class, one very important thing about proving is that you have to really indicate that the proof has already ended. Without putting this or QED, that just means that your formula is not yet done and you left it unfinished. And that just means that you have not proved it. So even if you get the right answer without this, wrong gyapon na. Kay pasabutan na, wa pa nahuman. Wa pa nimo na prove or wa jud nimo na prove. Right? So that's about it. Okay. Now, I'll let you know karon palandahan there are actually four items to prove. And just looking at the length of this, this is not equal to just 1 point class. Now, also, I really would like you to study series and sequences because uh, that's a total of 80 points. Kanang series o sequences lang daan ha. 80 points na siya. So, please, please, please focus on series and sequences. Bahalag maka-answer lang mo isa ani class or duha. Okay na jud kaayo. But series and sequences, there's 80 items on that one, so it's very, very, very long. Now, don't forget ha to check on the definitions pud ha. Definitions sa katong Fibonacci, geometric sequence, harmonic, look into that. And then practice solving sigma notations, the one that we discussed on the previous topic. And then also study like para nang sa geometric sequence. Unsay ika 15th term ang ana. Unsay ika 9th term, sa ika 25th term ani nga sequence. Natay mga ana nga questions. Napod tayo solving using the formula nga katong S sub n. Study that. Right? So, that's all for today. It's already 8:48. We've already gone over 8 minutes our time. So, thank you for coming in. Again, I will not be posting any notes on this one. So, please study the series and sequences PowerPoint I provided. Okay, please study jud ato class. And then, study your book sa LMS. Okay? Naapoy item sa ato ang mathematical induction na item didto nga naara pod sa libro. So I really hope you will read your book. I assume wala na may questions. Thank you for coming in. Please do well sa examination on Wednesday. Day 2 man ang math 3 class. So you will take it on Wednesday. So please do well on that. We won't be meeting next week anymore. And next week as well, um, I will be meeting you briefly only because busy ang mga tao no sa kanang preparation because after next week, next week kay kuan naman intrams na. Now after intrams, we only have 1 week left to discuss and the week after that mag second quarterly exam na pud mo. No, so very little time. So next week exam, next week we'll just meet briefly. Mostly we'll have more online activities, no? Due to the preparation for the interim. So anyway, I'll stop talking. Thank you so much for coming in today, class. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Goodbye,
Bye.
Miss.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Goodbye and thank you, miss.
All right.
Bye.
Goodbye and thank you,
Bye,
Miss.
miss.
Bye, everyone.